Ah, Thailand. Right, just hearing the name, you can almost picture it. Golden temples, those perfect beaches, the amazing food. But then comes the planning. And let's be real, it can feel like a huge task. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take that overwhelming job and turn it into a simple, exciting plan for an absolutely unforgettable 7-day trip.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You open up a travel guide, you start scrolling through some forums, and boom, the sheer number of islands and cities and temples, it's kind of paralyzing. You're left thinking, where do I even begin? It is a classic case of information overload.
Okay, but don't worry. That's why we're here. This whole explainer is designed to cut right through all that noise. We're going to give you a super clear, totally proven blueprint for your first trip to the land of smiles.
All right, so first things first. And I'm not kidding, this is probably the single most important piece of the puzzle when you're planning your trip. You've got to understand Thailand's weather. Seriously, get this one thing right, and I promise, everything else just kind of falls into place.
So let's play this out. Let's say you've got time off during the summer holidays, July or August, and you are dreaming of those Thai beaches. So you look up Phuket, because it's the most famous one, right? And you see, peak monsoon season. So you think, well, is the trip a wash? Nope, not at all.
And this is the secret. It's so cool. Thailand's two main beach areas, you've got the Andaman coast with Phuket and the Gulf coast with Koh Samui, they have opposite rainy seasons. How amazing is that? So while Phuket is getting absolutely drenched in July, you just hop over to the other side and Koh Samui is sunny and totally perfect. This is the key takeaway, people. Thailand is a year-round destination. You just have to know where to go. So if we zoom out a bit, the whole country basically has 3 seasons. First, you've got the cool and dry season, from November to February. This is the best weather, hands down, but you're going to pay for it with higher prices and, bigger crowds. Then comes the hot season, which is awesome for festivals like the totally epic Songkran water fight, but wow, the heat inland can be intense. And finally, the rainy season. You might think that's a bad thing, but it means everything is super lush and green, there are way fewer people, prices are lower, and the rain, it usually just comes in these short, predictable afternoon showers. So see, there's a trade-off for every single season. Okay, so now that we've totally cracked the weather code, let's actually build the trip. We're going to lay out the classic, perfectly balanced itinerary that, trust me, hits all the essential highlights for any first-timer. You know, the real key to an amazing first trip is all about balance. You want to get a taste of everything that makes Thailand so special. So we're going to focus on what I call the classic trio. You've got the electric energy of the city, the deep, serene history of the culture, and of course, the breathtaking beauty of the coast.
And here is exactly how that path breaks down. We're going to start with 2.5 days in the crazy, sprawling metropolis of Bangkok. Then, we hop on a quick flight north for another 2.5 days to just soak in the culture and nature of Chiang Mai. And to finish it all off, 2 absolutely blissful days on a tropical island. Yeah, it's a little fast-paced, but it hits everything you need to see on a first trip.
In Bangkok, it's all about this incredible contrast. One minute, you're standing in absolute awe of the sacred, glittering Grand Palace, and the next, you're diving headfirst into the amazing, organized chaos of Chinatown's street food scene. Or maybe you're sipping a cocktail at a rooftop bar, just looking out over the entire city. It is a total, unforgettable sensory overload in the best way possible.
Okay, so from the buzz of Bangkok, we're going to head north to Chiang Mai, and you'll feel the pace just slow right down. This place is all about culture and nature. You'll climb a mountain to the sacred Doi Suthep Temple. You'll spend a truly humbling afternoon with rescued elephants at an ethical sanctuary, and yes, that means no riding, of course, and you'll just wander through ancient temples right in the middle of the charming old city. And finally, the coast. This is where that little weather lesson we had really pays off. See, if you're traveling between November and April, you'll head over to Phuket to see those world-famous Phi Phi Islands. But if you're there in July or August, no problem, you just go to Koh Samui and explore the incredible Ang Thong Marine Park. Either way you slice it, it is 2 days of pure, unadulterated paradise.
All right, you've got the plan. Now let's arm you with a little toolkit of essential, super practical tips. These are the things that are going to make your trip smoother, cheaper, and just way more enjoyable. Think of this next part as your personal travel cheat sheet.
First up, let's talk money. How much do you actually need?
Well, for a really comfortable mid-range trip, and by that I mean nice but not crazy expensive hotels, eating a good mix of street food and restaurant meals, plus all your activities, you should probably budget somewhere around 70 to 115 US dollars a day. It's just a really solid number to have in your head when you're planning.
Okay, temple etiquette. This is a big one because you're going to be visiting a lot of them. These 3 rules are pretty much non-negotiable. Number 1, shoulders and knees have to be covered. Easy enough. Number 2, always take your shoes off before you go inside any temple building. And number 3, this one's really important, never ever point your feet at a person or a Buddha image. In Thai culture, feet are considered the lowest, most unclean part of the body, so it's a huge sign of disrespect.
Now here is a tip that is an absolute game changer. Before you go, download the Grab or Bolt app to your phone. They're basically the Uber of Southeast Asia. It just completely takes all the stress and the haggling out of getting around. You get a fair, fixed price right up front, and it will save you so much hassle from getting overcharged by a random tuk-tuk or a taxi that forgets to turn on the meter.
And one last little money tip for you. Listen up. Every single time you use a foreign card at a Thai ATM, you're going to get hit with a fee of about 220 baht. That's like $6 or $7 a pop. So the pro move is to withdraw larger amounts of cash, but just do it less often. It will seriously save you a surprising amount of money on those annoying fees.
So there you have it. We've covered the when, the where, the what, and the how. We've gone all the way from the big picture stuff like weather patterns, right down to the nitty-gritty details like ATM fees. Now, it's time to bring it all home.
You know, when you really think about it, what makes Thailand so special isn't just one thing. It's this incredible, almost intoxicating blend. It's the ancient temples right next to a vibrant modern city. It's the tropical paradise, the mind-blowing food. It's that mix of the sacred and the modern, the chaotic and the totally serene all at once.
So look, we've given you the map, we've given you the compass, but this isn't some rigid list of rules you have to follow to the letter. Not at all. Think of this as your confident starting point. It's a solid foundation for you to go out and build your own unique, personal, and totally amazing adventure.
Really, the only thing left to do now is to take that first step. So where will it be for you? Will your adventure begin while you're marveling at the Grand Palace in Bangkok? Or maybe it's listening to the gentle chanting of monks in Chiang Mai? Or just feeling that warm sand between your toes on a perfect island beach? The choice is all yours.